I want the biggest slice of the pie and the cool whip. Started worth the best, and that's some true shit. And stop saying boxing is dead. You an idiot. They fighting on free TV, just getting it. DBR in Canada, Clanarchy in the UK. But I'm American. Competition, I bury them. You better than me.
Swag Science in the building. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry for the layoff, but other shit kept a nigga busy, and other projects I'm working on. But I'll get into all that later. Right now I'm here to talk about boxing. And we got a real solid fight on our hands with Errol Spence Jr. and Chris Algieri. As you know, this would be Spence's toughest fight so far. Because Algieri, he's gonna come to win. The guys that Spence has been fighting haven't really been coming to win, just showing up. They've been career mode status. So regardless of the records, that these guys have, but with Algieri, we know he's world class. He's been in there with world class talent, world class opponents, so he's bringing that into the equation. But the thing that we're most interested in Spence is, can he really take a punch? Not just can he fight a guy that's coming to win and not an opponent mentality, but can he take a punch? Now the thing is with Algieri, he's not really gonna make Spence have to answer that question, but I feel like he's still gonna bring other things to the table that we would like to see Spence answer. And that's a guy that's coming to, win rounds, and a guy that's skilled. So when you look at these two fighters, you see one guy, like, say for instance, if you were just like playing a video game and you're creating a boxer, if you wanted a guy to just have no type of special attributes like Zab Judah speed or Roberto Duran power, or no crazy shit like that. We just trying to make a dude from scratch, but we want all the technical aspects of his game, all the fundamentals. We want all that to be nice, like above average. And we'll give him a good chin too. We'll give him some heart. You got Chris Algieri, because dude does everything above average. Dude is good, solid skills, good technical foundation. He's not the quickest dude, but he's not slow. He's not the best mover, but he moves really well. Good footwork. He's no Sugar Ray Leonard, but he does his thing. He moves about real good. He has experience. He comes to win. But that's the thing. He doesn't have that extra little pizzazz, that little flashiness that might attract more fans or whatnot. He doesn't have no crazy power. Like I said before, he's not super speed. He's not Meldrick Taylor or nothing. But, he's solid all around. Now, the thing is, with a guy like Algieri, most people that he'll match up with, and you can see this in his fights, if he's fighting a guy that's like a C-level fighter, because I look at Chris Algieri as like B-level, he'll outbox the hell out of a C-level dude. You seen the Emmanuel Taylor fight. You see how tough a fight it was for Broner, and Algieri 7-up skunked him. So but when he has to fight a guy that's on his level, and it's really more so a talent thing or a special attribute like power, like you take Provodnikov for an example. Good power, good chin, decent boxing skills. You're a brawler. But as far as boxing skills and the fundamentals, all the technical shit and moving around and knowing when to, back up, when to go forward and go to the body, all that shit, Chris got that down pat. And he has that advantage. And when he fights a guy on his level and he has a technical advantage over, then he's going to cause problems or beat the guy. And you see, that's what happens with him. But the thing is, with a guy like Algieri, and this is just the major flaw in him, and it's not really his fault. It's just that's just how the game is. Errol Spence is a dude that has all the technical things down pat, all the fundamentals, all the basics, all the punches, throws everything correctly. Because Chris Algieri, he just doesn't hit that hard, but he'll make you respect him. He turns his punches over. He'll snap your head back. You know, he's better puncher than Milanaji for sure. But Errol Spence, back to him, he has the talent and the special attributes to go with all the technical and fundamentals. That's the difference. And Chris, he can't really beat guys that have both of those things. We saw in the Pacquiao fight. I know a lot of niggas talk shit about Pacquiao when they try to, it's usually a lot of the casual mainstream fans. They'll just say, oh, you know, Pacquiao, you know, he's a brawler. They'll say the same thing with Tyson, Roberto Duran, anybody who come forward and throw bombs and, you know, combos and need speed and power. For some reason, people just think they brawlers no skills, but man, he got skills. But you know what else Pacquiao had? He got that natural talent, and he got the attributes. He's quick as fuck, power, the angles, footwork. If Chris Algieri has good footwork, Pacquiao has great footwork. So, Spence, I'm not putting Spence on the same level as Pacquiao or Floyd or dudes that we know for sure are elite fighters or A-level guys. I'm just saying Spence, at this level right now that he's at, he has both of those things. He has the technical skills, has the fundamentals, and he got the little pizzazz to go with it. And he also has a real good style that he employs. He knows how to get in close. He steps inside your range. He kills you with body shots. Now the thing is, a lot of times I'll see him get hit with some shots that I'm like, you know, I don't think his defense is like on some Pernell Whitaker type shit or no Chris Bird shit. But I think, you know, he might be a little slow reflex wise as far as like defensive reflexes, but he does move his head. You know, his defense is sound, don't get me wrong. A lot of times with defense, we have to grade it on what you're getting. Like, you know, you might have great defense for, you know, tomato can type dudes, career mode type dudes, but when you step it up to another notch, let's see if you still have that great defense. And we trying to see what's good with Spence in that aspect, because you know Algieri, he's going to come, he's going to throw about maybe 600, 700 punches, a lot of them going to be jab. He's going to throw the right hand. He's going to just, basically, he's going to try to outwork Spence and move around and be smart with it. He has a chin, so I don't think he's going to be scared or whatnot. But the thing is with Spence, he's intelligent with it. Like, he knows how to break dudes down. And, you know, he got a crazy body attack. And if Provodnikov would have listened to Freddie and went to the body and stopped the headhunting, we probably wouldn't even be talking about Algieri right now. You know, shit, who knows what would have happened? You know what I mean, probably would have knocked his ass the fuck out. But, you know, hey, that was the past. This is now. Algieri beat that. And, you know, he's up against a threat with this kid Spence, man. Almost feel like Algieri, whatever how you want to say it, he could have took a little easier fight. You know, I know he had the Eric Boone or Bone, or however you say that shit, but and that was a little tough fight for him, but it was somebody under his level, so he was able to win that shit. I think he had a knockdown too. Looked good, solid fight. But he's back in here with a hungry dude that's trying to use him as a stepping stone. So, you know, I think we're gonna see the best in Errol Spence. And I think Algieri, he might fight with like a little grudge, you know what I mean? Like, cause I know cats is already kind of writing him off and shit. I'm a Algieri fan, you know, but even then, I gotta be objective. It's like Spence got that real, like Spence looks serious, like he could do something. Like, you know how we look at Crawford? That's why I kind of feel like with Spence, it's just with Crawford, he's fought, you know, much better opposition. That's all. This is Spence coming out party, really. That's what they trying to look at it as. Cause I honestly thought the Diego Chavez would have been a better fight for Spence, because it would it would have answered the power question. We would have had more people to compare him with. But we'll see. I mean, I wouldn't write Algieri off, but I think he's up against it in this fight. I could see Spence winning a clear, like a clear decision, like maybe 8 rounds to 4, 7 rounds to 5, but definitely win. If he hurts Algieri and he keeps just going at it, he probably could stop him late. But I think we're gonna see Spence have to really earn a fight this time, though. That's why I think we're gonna see, like, Algieri, he's gonna come in to win, he's gonna box, he's gonna move, but I think Spence is just gonna just be in his shit and just not let up, and we're gonna win a good, I think it's gonna be an entertaining fight. So that's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, I'm back. I'll just leave it at that with Spence winning a good clear decision. Y'all make sure y'all check out the Swag Science EP. Y'all could download. Y'all could look at the link in the description. That's what I've been working on. Pretty much making a boxing, hip-hop themed, musical collection. Got a whole bunch of boxing related types of songs and themes, and talk about how I feel to get knocked down, shit like that, and y'all can follow me on Twitter at The Soul War. See all the artwork I be posting up, boxing artwork, all that shit. So other than that, y'all take it easy. Swag Science 1.